Well, it's that time of year, Broncos country. Madden ratings are starting to roll out. And I want to talk about Madden ratings for just a minute here because Madden itself is a game that is super flawed. It is a game that I feel like has gone away from the product that it was initially designed to be when it was first developed back in, I believe, the 80s or the 90s. I'm sorry, I'm ill-educated on when Madden was first launched, but I know for a fact that John Madden intended for the game to become a way for the younger generations to become educated on the game of football. That's what his vision was when he endorsed the game and allowed his name to be put on the game. And over the past few years, I feel like the game has really deviated from that and has led into a lot more pay-to-play content. They focus a lot more on modes such as Madden Ultimate Team, the Yard. I never play any of those kind of modes when I play Madden. I pretty much strictly play franchise mode. Sometimes I'll just play like a regular simulation game or whatever. But when I play Madden, it is not realistic at all or conducive to the game of football in real life. A lot of the stuff in Madden, such as routes that are ran, coverages, a lot of this stuff, it's just not realistic to real life football. What Madden I feel like now is just a marketing ploy almost to sell the brand of the NFL. And let's face it, the younger generations, that's how they connect to the younger generations is through video games. And I say this as somebody who plays Madden almost every day, but I'm also really disappointed in what Madden has become. So whenever I see a player's Madden rating, I don't necessarily view it as gospel or any sort of ranking as to how good this player actually is. I view Madden ratings almost more so as a popularity contest and which player had the best stats that year. It's almost like the MVP conversation nowadays, or the Pro Bowl especially, I feel like is a popularity contest because it's so influenced on fan voting. And I'm not saying that fan opinions shouldn't matter, but what I'm saying is that they shouldn't be integrated in terms of grading players on an official NFL video game. And that's what I feel like Madden ratings have become. So whenever I play Madden, I use that franchise guy's roster. He's somebody who readjusts all of those Madden ratings to be way more realistic to real life and gives the game a lot more parity, honestly, and it gives you a lot better chance and a lot more of a competitive feel to the game when you play with a lot more of those realistic Madden ratings than what are being put out here in this game. I do know there are people out there who do view Madden ratings as something really meaningful, so I do feel like we should discuss what Broncos players are rated highly. And in fact, we just got the list dropped of the top 10 safeties in Madden for Madden 24, and we all know Justin Simmons is going to be on this list, but let's find out where he ranks. As much as I did complain about Madden ratings not being really conducive to real life, this is actually pretty good. They have Derwin James, who had a really outstanding season last year, one of the best safeties in the NFL in terms of just what you can do with him. I mean, Derwin James, you can use him as a box safety or you can use him as a deep field range safety, and he is phenomenal in either of those two roles. So I can totally understand why Derwin James is the top rated safety in Madden at 95 overall. Number 2 is Minkah Fitzpatrick of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and number 3 is Justin Simmons. Now, personally, I feel like Simmons just has the raw production where he should be rated a little bit higher than Minkah Fitzpatrick. Simmons was a 3-way tie leader for the league lead in interceptions last year. So, I mean, that raw production right there, which I feel like Madden ratings are based on a lot, that should kick Justin Simmons above Minkah Fitzpatrick, in my opinion. But I can also see why Minkah was rated that high. He had a phenomenal year last year as well. But Justin Simmons, man, in terms of consistency, he has been one of the best safeties to do it in the NFL for an extended period of time. At number 4, we've got Kevin Byard of the Tennessee Titans at 92, Jesse Bates, now of the Atlanta Falcons, at 91, Tyrann Mathieu of the Saints at 91. At number 7, we've got Budda Baker at 90, and there have been some rumors about the Broncos potentially being interested in trading from Baker if the Cardinals are interested in moving on from him. And that would be a lethal duo, having Justin Simmons and Budda Baker as your safety duo, with Kareem Jackson and Caden Stearns still in the fold. Oh my God. Number 8, you got Jordan Poyer at 90 of the Buffalo Bills, Harrison Smith of the Vikings at 9 at 90, and then number 10 is Micah Hyde, also of the Buffalo Bills, at 89. So the Bills have a top 10 safety rated duo in Madden there, and it would be really cool if the Denver Broncos could maybe pull off a similar feat with Budda Baker. The Cardinals do not seem interested in moving him at this point in time, even though Budda has requested a trade, but Budda does have that experience in this defense working under Vance Joseph for all of those previous years. So if the Cardinals were to move on from Budda Baker, it would be out of the NFC. The Cardinals are really looking to rebuild this year. So I have to imagine that one place that could be a landing spot for Budda Baker in the event that the Cardinals move him could be the Denver Broncos. So whatever stock you want to put into Madden ratings this year, Broncos country, there you go. Justin Simmons is the 3rd highest rated safety in Madden 24, and I'm curious to see what other Broncos players are going to be rated in the top 10 this year in terms of their respective position. I have to imagine that Pat Surtain is going to be rated amongst the top corners in the NFL in Madden, but I'm curious about your thoughts as to other positions where a Broncos player could crack the top 10 in terms of Madden ratings. Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. All right, guys, and until next time, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.